Gators spring camp begins, Lagway limited, McClain shines. There are increased expectations for the Florida Gators football team as they prepare for the 2025 season this spring, after finishing the 2024 season on a 4-game win streak, including an upset victory against number 9 Ole Miss. The duo of Billy Napier and DJ Lagway are looking for a big season in year 2. It's easy to stay complacent after a strong season, but this team has higher aspirations than 8-5. They know they can compete among the nation's elite. We don't want to pick up where we left off, we want to keep elevating, offensive lineman Jake Slaughter said. The improvements start with spring practice, which started on Thursday afternoon. It was the first opportunity for newcomers to showcase their skills and to gel with the returning players, but it will take some time. There were a few important players limited or missing from the first day of practice. Here are some takeaways from day 1 of spring camp 2025. Injuries limiting participation. Lagway was limited due to shoulder and lower body issues and did not throw a ball during the open viewing session. He went through the quarterback drills but stood a little behind and off to the side of the others, moving through the drop back and play action motions without a ball in his hands. It's most likely a precaution to ease him back into play. It's been less than 3 months break since he played in the Gasparilla Bowl against Tulane, and his shoulder was a lingering issue late in the season. Defensive backs Aaron Gates and Bryce Thornton were not on the field. Head coach Billy Napier said Thornton was still dealing with an ankle issue. Running back Trayan Webb was in a black non-contact jersey, still recovering from a lower leg injury. Wide receiver Eugene Wilson III missed most of the 2024 season with a hip injury and was said to be limited. Wilson III looked to be running routes as normal in the viewing period. He was working in the same line as the healthy players like Aiden Mizell. Defensive lineman Caleb Banks was another key inactive. Other players who didn't hit the field Thursday include RB Chad Gasper, DL Jamari Lyons, LB Grayson Howard, DB Sharif Denson, DB Jamrock Grimsley. New additions. Most of the big additions to the team seem to be full participants. Early enrollee wide receiver Dallas Wilson and transfer wide receiver J. Michael Sturdivant look like twin peaks among the rest of the wide receivers. Listed at 6'3", 209 and 6'2.5", 216, respectively, their physical presence was obvious. Dallas Wilson is a mutant, said strength and conditioning coach Tyler Miles. He praised his work ethic and physical condition even before hitting the gym with the team. He and Sturdivant went one after the other in drill lines, increasing the apparent disparity between themselves and the other receivers. They should both be big contributors to Lagway's deep ball proficiency this season. Freshman quarterback Trammell Jones Jr. was also a full participant. He was backing up transfer Harrison Bailey, who took over Graham Mertz's number 15 jersey. A trio of freshmen and receiver Vernell Brown III, edge Jaden Woods and defensive back Ben Hanks III impressed early. Miles said Woods sets the tone in the weight room. Senior edge Tyreke Sapp praised Brown III's work ethic and understanding of the game. That kid, he can cut the lights off, he said. He's going to go a long way, not just solely because of how athletic he is, but his mental. Defensive back Devin Moore said similar things about Hanks III. He said he's been taking him under his wing and praised his ball skills. Cormani McClain's leaps into spring. The talk of the day was about redshirt sophomore defensive back Cormani McClain. Miles said McClain put on 20 pounds of muscle since the end of the season and has somehow gotten an entire mile per hour quicker than he's ever been, 23 miles per hour. It got to a point where he understood what he had to do in order to be productive, and he did that. He applied things to his game. The gain in size is a noticeable difference. McClain will be fighting for a starting spot this season and will be valuable to add depth in the secondary after last season saw multiple major injuries in that group. Expect McClain to be a difference maker this year.